you, is this what we need to ensure transparency and credibility of local government elections?
Exactly, he has said it all. And firstly, I must give thanks and accolade to the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, and the former Senate President, Senator Ahmed Lawan. They really tried to make sure that this local government autonomy we are talking about come to reality during the 9th Assembly. I can remember vividly in 2022, the former Speaker, right now the Chief of Staff of the President, and the the former Senate President, they do all they could to make sure that this local government autonomy came to pass. But I think, let me say it categorically, that the governors frustrated it because it was on the newspaper, it was on the, you know, they tried to lobby the governors because there's no how they can, you know, perfected the local government autonomy without the input of the governors, the 36 governors and the FCT and the Federal Capital Territory. So there's no how they can do. At least 2/3 of the governors must assent to it. I think that's why they look at it that it's difficult from the parliamentary level. That's why the judiciary take it up, and which is commendable. So Senator Karimi has said it all, and that's the best thing, and I believe it will work out. So if the INEC is conducting election, I think there will be clear transparency, you know, in the sense that even competent people, permanent secretary, directors of agency will just, maybe after their retirement, they will just love to even contest for local government election, because they will know that there will be credibility of the election, and the local government autonomy will help them to at least to actualize their aims and objectives. Because right now, there is no reasonable person, at least you cannot see somebody that is very competent or maybe that is of high rank saying that he or she wants to, you know, go for caretaker position. But the local government autonomy now will enable even retired permanent secretary to go out there to contest for local government elections. So when the INEC starts to conduct the election, there will be credibility, because as a governor in a particular party, he may not even have up to 2/3 of the local government chairman if the INEC is conducting the election. So, and by doing so,
but wouldn't
by doing that, you discovered.
Wouldn't that be too much responsibility on INEC? Because, I mean, I put forward my earlier question because just today, APC Rivers Caretaker Committee Chairman was on camera confessing to single-handedly writing Rivers LG polls result in his own office when he was Rotimi Amechi's chief of staff. And in this same Rivers, one of the legal caretaker committee chairmen is boasting that the revenue of council from the federal allocation would come to him despite this verdict. So how do we address all of this? I mean, yes, at the moment, there is an ongoing conversation about why INEC should take charge of LG elections. But sadly, this is happening at a time there are also calls to unbundle INEC. So if SIAC is to stay, like some others are saying, what mechanisms must we now put in place to ensure credible elections?
Yeah, at least everybody should know now that the INEC has an offices across the states. In each state, there are INEC offices there. So I don't think, and in every election, either the State House of Assembly election, the governorship, the House of Reps and Senator, and the presidential election, the INEC at the state level from the federal government are also taking part. And all the SIEC, either OSIEC, different state electoral commissions, will be happy, their staffs will be happy to even join the INEC, because even most of them are still battling with non-payment of salary. So there won't be any too much load, because there is division of labor right from time. So if the state's electoral commission join the INEC, I think there will be division of labor. So there won't be any distance. So the presidential election can come first, with the National Assembly election. The governorship election and the House of Assembly election may follow. Then the third election is supposed to be the local government election and the councillorship election. So by doing that, there will be transparency, there will be, everything will be in order, and you will see the set of people that will contest for that election. Some people that don't even get the ticket for House of Reps or Senator may even decided that let me get the ticket for local government chairman, because even the local governments are handling even more than the House of Reps or even the Senator. Because on a monthly basis, there is no senator that can boost of 200 million allocation in a month. It's not possible. It's not possible. Even in their envelope, their budgets, their constituency projects in a year, it's not up to 1 billion naira. So and there is no local government in this country.
Prince, that conversation is for the future. At the moment, we have SIC. So I'm asking, what mechanisms must we now put in place to ensure credible elections? Because at the moment, some states are already putting in structures to conduct local government elections. So what mechanisms do we now put in place to ensure credible elections at the local governments?
Well, in as much that the INEC is not in charge now to conduct the local government election, it's still the state electoral commission that will still do that. But that does not stop the accountability of the local government. For instance, now in Taraba State, yesterday the governor of Taraba State, inaugurated the committee for local government autonomy, the steering committee. So I think all governors also need to emulate that and make sure that they queue and follow the same step by the governor of Taraba State. So if the local government, if the governors are conducting local government, that does not mean anything. What matters most is the autonomy. Immediately, even if even if the governor install their stooge, their sons and daughters, it's not an issue. What matters most is that they should allow the local government chairman to, present the budget on a yearly basis. Okay, this year we are going to spend 5 billion naira. Okay, how are we going to spend? At least each department in the local government should have their plans, should have their budget. So the local government citizens, we have the details, just like we have it in Nigeria, we have it in the state. So we have it. So if you impute a project for a particular ward in a local government and you fail to execute it, the anti-graft agency and the citizens of that local government will definitely ask questions. So the local government chairman, no matter how close they are with the governors, you discover that there will be either misunderstanding between the local government chairman and the governor, or maybe the governor of the state will comply with the autonomy being given to the local government.
All right. So do you think we need a model economic framework to enable a functioning local government system that can create wealth and not just take from the center? Well,
there's no how you fix somebody will be elected without plans for his or her local government. And you can see presently now, you discover that there are many local government chairmen that are even more competent than many governors. But because they are handicapped, you discover that there is nothing can work under them. And there is no how you have somebody that are controlled by a governor, giving directive, giving them peanuts from the state's account, and you think maybe such person will be able to be active in the local government. So it's not possible. But with the local government autonomy, every local government chairman will have reasonable things to do with their allocation on a monthly basis and in every year.
And of course, accountability is key. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Prince Oyelude Oladele, former chairman, National Assembly Progressives and Legislative Aids, is also the Director General, Tinubu Shetima Ambassadors. Thank you so much for coming on Politics Tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for watching, everyone. That marks the end of today's episode of Politics Tonight. But you can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode at midnight. Get in touch with us on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and X at TVC News NG and at Oladele using the hashtag Politics Tonight. We're also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Oladele. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, Mom.
He's going to play in this weather? Why did you let him go? He might fall ill.
And if he doesn't go out for practice, how will he win more trophies? To protect our family from illness-causing germs during the rainy season, we use Dettol soap every day.
Dettol with germ defense gives you protection. Raining season brings a lot of germs, and Dettol soap's germ defense protects you from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Dettol soap is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association. Be Dettol sure.
There has been an increasing trend of cholera cases across the country. Cholera is a highly infectious disease which spread through contaminated water, food, or direct contact with an infected person's feces. Symptoms include diarrhea, vomiting, and dehydration. Together, we can fight the spread of cholera by saying no to germs. Wash your hands regularly, disinfect your homes and drainages with hypo bleach. Stop open defecation and keep your toilet germ-free with Hypo Toilet Cleaner. Together, we can prevent the spread of cholera by disinfecting with Hypo.
1 year ago, a new government stepped into the spotlight and took the reins of our nation. The promises were grand, the challenges immense. Daria Media, with the support of the MacArthur Foundation and in partnership with TVC News, presents The First Year, a comprehensive review of our government's progress, achievements, and the areas that need attention. We will hear directly from the government and the work it has done in the areas of the economy, security, and governance in the last 1 year, with the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Witness the transparent assessment of the promises made. Watch and listen directly to government representatives as they engage with ordinary Nigerians. Join us live in partnership with TVC News, NTA, Radio Now 95.3 FM Lagos, FRCN, and all our social media handles. Date is 17th and 18th of July at 11 a.m.
The Inspector General of Police has met with senior officers to review the state of security.
We are continuing our coverage of the arrest of Godwin Emefiele.
The Senate has summoned the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria to properly brief the Senate regarding the state of the economy.
President Bola Tinubu has announced the total removal of fuel subsidy.
The fresh subsidy is gone. What I will never take is threat.
Let's now bring you more development from Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, where an explosion has taken place. Tell us about this incident.
TVC News. First with breaking news.
Sometimes it's the story that calls. At other times, the people just want to be heard.
I need students, but I need teachers.
Can't continue like this.
Their voices re-echoing through time itself.
We haven't done anything. If the tide is high, everybody run for safety.
Their tears leave a sweet sour taste for all their demands. A familiar call beckoning for change. In our world, no one expects a disaster to happen. But when it does, we'll be there to x-ray all sides, from the east to the west, north and south. Community Forum will examine the oddities and challenges to economic development, as well as issues yearning for government intervention. Watch fresh episodes of Community Forum on Sundays by 9:30 p.m. only on TVC News.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Develop capacity on the job through training and retraining. Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, tells legal practitioners as Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, admonishes youth to shun acts capable of destroying their lives. Justice Ariwola gave this charge at the opening ceremony of the 17th International Maritime Seminar for Judges held recently in Abuja. We have details of that biennial event on this week's edition of The Shipper. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the program. I'll be back after this short message.
Nigerian Shippers Council, they to serve you well. No matter the problem, we go solve them for you.
Yes, so the Nigerian Shippers Council, they feel in a parole now for every level. And as soon as goods, they move from port A, go enter port B with a measure within on a needle. For the Nigerian Shippers Council, we don't sharp proper to fit hear you wella, work with you wella, and help you fit serve your customers them better, no matter where them day. As we country port economic regulator, the Nigerian Shippers Council get every now to fit make government consider the problem where shippers them they face. Visit we office for number 4 or to buy your daily show your daily lane. Papa email us for